Coming up on What's on Your Mind, we're going to chat with Terry Wanzik. Terry is a farmer of many years, been farming about 40 years, and said this is a year unlike any other. And a lot of farmers, ranchers, going through the exact same thing right now, so we want to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. We're going to chat with Terry a little bit about that story coming up. Also, we'll talk to Michelle Comer, the Department of Commerce Commissioner in North Dakota, about the Main Street North Dakota Summit. I love the Main Street initiative of Governor Burgum. I think it makes a lot of sense for everybody to have a little look inward about their own community, so we'll talk about that. And Senator John Hoeven will be here as well to talk about the Democratic impeachment efforts, ag disaster relief, and also getting that USMCA sign, for crying out loud. How about doing a little something? So we'll talk with him about that. We're brought to you in part today by Chose Investments. For more than 40 years, Chose Investments has brought plans to life, made dreams come true by delivering expertise and service to those wishing to lease office space, buy or sell land, or develop office buildings. They know the properties. They know the market. When you look to the future, look to Chose Investments. Online at kjosinvestments.com. So with us in studio today, Tom and Jessica Baumgartner, who have Pro Rehab in town. They have a new location not far from us here. I saw it not long ago at their open house. And I decided at that very event, there's just so many things that are new and expanding and happening. And I mean, that part of West Fargo and West Fargo is just really, really expanding and growing, and we want to tell you some of that story. So from time to time, we're going to find a business to spotlight and highlight, and we wanted to do that today with Tom and Jessica. Welcome to both of you. How are you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm doing well.
Good to see you. Congrats on the new space, Tom. Talk a little bit about your new location.
Well, thank you. We're located off of 32nd Avenue and 45th Street, south across from Mexican Village. The expanded space allows us to better treat our patients. We have a large gym space that can house lots of different equipment to help treat and rehab our patients. We're excited about we have an anti-gravity treadmill that we use to help train injured folk, athletes recovering from injury. We have expanded treatment rooms to allow us to treat a variety of musculoskeletal issues.
An anti-gravity treadmill sounds kind of interesting, Jessica. So would that be like the equivalent of being in a pool or something in the water?
Yes, or kind of walking on the moon.
Walking on the moon.
Yep.
There you go. So you get the movement in without the pressure. Huh?
Yeah, we can take off up to 75% of the body weight. So depending on how much we need to take off, we can help people rehab and train with less discomfort and impact on their joints.
That is great. Somebody that's hurt their back and their neck sometimes thinks, okay, what do I do? Chiropractor? Or do I go to the doc? How can physical therapy help? How can Pro Rehab help somebody that's got the dual injury?
Well, we treat a lot of spine injuries, anywhere from the chronic issues to the acute shoveling the snow back strain. We do a lot of manual techniques and working on the joints, working on the muscles. We also rely heavily on getting people in the appropriate exercise programs, whether it's strengthening the core muscles, improving flexibility. We offer techniques from dry needling to cupping to soft tissue work, so we hit all the bases.
What is dry needling?
Well, it's similar to acupuncture. That's a smaller gauge needle, and they are inserted into different areas of the body to alleviate pain and improve healing.
My wife swears by that.
Is that right?
Swears by it. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
dry needle. I don't know.
I mean, people love it or they're afraid of it. But once they get over the fact of getting stuck by a needle, they're like, hey, I like this.
You said you can't even feel it.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm curious from both of you, Jessica first and then Tom, what you see as being an area that sets Pro Rehab apart, that's a differentiator, that, you're going to get it at Pro Rehab, but you can't find it anywhere else. What would that be?
Well, I feel like we just really offer a very personalized approach to care. When people walk in our door, we want them to feel part of the family. So we're just very small, very personalized. So I want people to feel like, you know what? I want to go there because I feel like they're listening to my needs and really want the best for me.
Yeah, Tom, how about you?
Yeah, I share that opinion. We have people that have worked together for many years. We don't have a lot of turnover. It's like a family. Most of the people that work with us and for us, they're from the area, so they know how people around here want to be treated. And we feel like we provide that small town family type environment.
Talking today with Tom and Jessica Baumgartner from Pro Rehab. Jessica, a big part of your job is on the OT side, occupational therapist. and that's go to the workplace, performing ergonomic assessments as part of the WSI ergonomic initiative, which I understand. I've heard rave reviews about this, but I don't think enough people know about it. Tell us more about the program and how it works.
I would agree, Scott. A lot of people don't know about it, but it is a fantastic program that all area businesses, if you've been in business for at least a year and you've been paying premiums to WSI, you qualify for this program. It is an absolutely awesome program that anybody can use, whether you work in the office, dentistry, so any healthcare. It can be for oil and gas companies. It can be for manufacturing. I have worked with so many different companies that have benefited from this program so much, like neck strain, back strain, just from what they're doing every day. If we can help and implement some good strategies and some equipment that will help them, WSI will pay 75% of the cost of this to help us alleviate problems in the workplace.
Wow. So an example, is it more often equipment? In other words, a better chair than you have, or is it, your practices, what you're doing?
Absolutely. I was just talking with your staff downstairs about the opportunity for them to get up and stand more during the day, to get heights at the, to get monitors at the right height, to get a better chair. Not all chairs fit a person. There's different sizes of chairs. Really just getting people up and moving and doing things in the right way so they're minimizing pain and problems with what they're doing.
So if you came through, did an assessment, and there was a need for 10 new chairs, you're saying this program pays for part of those chairs?
Absolutely, up to the amount that you are allowed. So each company is allowed a certain amount of money based off the premiums they pay to WSI. So I've worked with firefighters, with police officers, I've worked with doctors, office people, oil and gas people. I mean, everybody can utilize this program, whether they have claims or not. So you don't actually have to have a claim to qualify for the program. It's to prevent injuries from happening. So yes.
How do you sign up and say, Jessica, come out, take a look at our office and give us some suggestions? How does that start?
You can go on the WSI website and pick us as a vendor. There's many different vendors, but you can pick us as a vendor to work with. What you do is you fill out the Ergonomic Initiative employer application. And once we get that, that's been approved by WSI, then you can pick me as a vendor and I'd come out and work with your company.
Does it only work if you're looking to, say, in your case, you moved into a new place. In our case, we moved into a new place. But do you need to do it before you move, or can you do it in your current location? Does it help with the, after the fact, I guess is what I'm trying to say?
You can do it anytime. I get a lot of people that are moving from one spot to the other, but I get a lot of existing companies too that are like, okay, our space, we just need better equipment here at our existing space. So either way.
Fascinating. Tom, anything else you want to tell us?
Well, we just hope if you have any needs for rehab, give us a thought. We're on 45th Street and 32nd Avenue across from Mexican Village in the Med Park building, and we'd appreciate the opportunity to help you.
Pro Rehab. Give them a try. Thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back with more on What's on Your Mind.
It's time for the Richardson Report, your ag weather focus on the field with NDSU ag meteorologist